Okay, now. Let's go to a Steins and get to 0. Yeah! Wow! A little hyper today, sorry. Also, hey, Golden. What is it? Wait, what? Oh. Why is it like that? Oh, I think I see. Wait, no, it's too big. I think it's the other one. Was it that one? Yeah, okay. It was the resolution that was messing with me. I was thinking, like, this looks smaller than it usually does. That would be why. Okay. Okay. Oh, right. We left off on the cliffhanger yesterday with, Maho getting kidnapped, and we were talking with Moeka. Who would want to I mean, I guess there'd be a lot of people that wouldn't want to kidnap Maho. They're working on, like, very advanced AI. And we already know this timeline will go down a terrible, terrible, fate, so it's not entirely surprising that things would go wrong. But yes. I asked Moeka Kiryu as I took the papers she offered me silently. She'd contacted Daru just 10 minutes ago and told him she was on her way to the lab. And she'd arrived right at the time she said she would. She must have been very close when she contacted him. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know that person that overheard, I don't know why I just thought about it. That person that overheard Suzuha and Ferris talk about the time machine, that very well could have been Kagari. That very well could have been her. I mean, the chances may not be super high, but it could have been her. But if that was the case, then why is she, like, trying to run away, then? That would be the only question. She must have been very close when she'd contacted him. What was she gonna do if no one was here? Evidently, it was a report about her investigation thus far. The stack of papers was shaking a little in my hands. I still felt some unease when Moeka was in my presence. Maybe it was just because of the anxiety meds I'd taken right after she'd said she was coming, but I was still doing a lot better than yesterday.
どう？おじさん。
やっぱりそう簡単に見つかるもんじゃないな。
I mean, I'd imagine that.
そう。
She must have been expecting something, at least a little. There was an obvious tone of disappointment in her voice.
かがり、どこで何してるんだろう。
With no way to answer her, I just silently flipped through the pages of the report.
どうしたん、オカリン？なんか有力な手がかりでもあったん？
いや、そういうわけじゃないんだが。
見せて。
I handed the report over to Suzuha without complaint. I pointed to the part that interested me with my finger.
調査の中で一つ興味深い事実が浮かび上がった。
Oh?
この 1,2 ヶ月の間で椎名かがりという名の女性を探している人物が私たち以外にも存在するらしいということ。
Oh. Okay.
どういうこと？
It means someone else is searching for her. Like, you know.
読んだままの通り。
Which meant my phone started ringing before I could finish the thought. Normally I'd just ignore her and call back later, but
悪い。ちょっといいか。
for some reason I had to answer. That's what it felt like.
もしもし。
Yeah, that's where she gets kidnapped. She sounded on the verge of panic, and my voice naturally rose to match hers.
どうしたヒアジョさん。
Immediately afterward, I heard what sounded like a struggle and then something hitting something else.
ヒアジョさんヒアジョさんどうした
And then there was only silence. We gotta get her.
オカリン何かあったん？
From the tone of her voice, it was obvious something bad happened. Yeah.
知り合いが誰かに襲われてる。
マジ？知り合いって誰？
But I didn't stay to answer his question. I grabbed the nearest thing I could that could serve as a weapon and ran out of the lab. She said she was close to the lab. If she was coming from the station and had chosen a route that not many people would go down, she was probably the alley directly in front of the lab. I saw someone there. They were tall and slender, and I could see a tiny silhouette struggling behind them. Well, that might be them, then. That was... I knew it. The only girl I knew that size was Maho. God. Oh. Well, okay, yeah, that's Maho. Someone had grabbed her, and she was trying desperately to escape. Uh-oh. Oh my god, he brought the lightsaber! I'm dead. The person who was holding her had turned around in surprise at my voice.
女
It was only then that I realized it was a woman, and that she wasn't Japanese.
おいヒアジョさんを離せ
What if it's like her mom or something? Did she not understand me? No, but she should have been able to guess what I was getting at.
その子を離せ
I tried to strike a threatening pose with the weapon in my hand. Listen, buddy, with a Walmart lightsaber, you're not gonna get it much of anything. I finally realized that what I'd brought was the Siloom saber. Still, it would serve as a glove.
もう一度言うぞその子を
Oh,
え
it wasn't? So it's either like her friend or her mom. Alright, I'm willing to bet. Or her, like, sister. It wasn't like that? It wasn't like what? Oh. The woman let go of Maho and smiled. She walked towards me with her arms open wide. Also, Mommy. Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Right.
Are you Maho's boyfriend?
はあちょ
Before I could ask what was going on, she'd wrapped her hands around my back and given me a firm hug.
だから違うって言ってるのに。
I had no idea what the hell was going on, but the two soft objects present in my chest kept me from moving. Hell yeah.
それじゃあこの人はヒアジョさんの知り合いなのか
ごめんなさい。私が早とちりしたせいで。
Oh, okay.
I'm Judy Reyes. Pleasure meeting you, Mr. Okabe.
Okay. The woman named Judy Reyes offered me her hand, her broad smile like the sun itself.
あNice to meet you.
Hey, that's pretty good.
日本語でいいわよ。
教授って日本語喋れたんですか？
ええ、実はね。
知らなかった。でもどうして？
女も私くらいの年になるといろいろあるのよ。
Her mischievous wink looked pretty good on her.
それじゃあ改めて。ジュディレイエスよ。よろしくね。
You don't look a day over 32. Yeah, I mean, honestly, she looks pretty good. Also, Mommy. Sorry. I returned her handshake.
岡部倫太郎です。
レイエス教授は今度日本で開かれる AI 関係の学会に出席するために来日したんですって。
Why are you booing me, Golden? I'm right.
教授っていうことはビクトル・コンドリア大学の
サイクフィシオロジーを研究してるわ。
サイコフィ
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave? I'm just him, Golden. I'm him. I'm built different.
精神生理学のことよ。つまり脳の活動によってもたらされる心の働きとか心の病気なんかについての研究をされているの。そういう意味では私たちの研究よりもずっと人の役に立つ研究をされていると言っていいかもしれないわね。
そんなことないわ。あなたたちのアマデウスだってこれからの発展次第では十分に役に立つ技術になるわよ。
そう言っていただけると嬉しいです。
In short, Dr. Reyes had happened to see Maho on the streets of Akihabara, and decided to surprise her by grabbing her from behind. I'm not sure that was the best idea, but sure.
でもレイエス教授も人が悪いですよ。駅からつけてくるなんて。
つける？魔法？私が？
ええ、後ろをついてきてましたよね、ずっと。
Oh wait, did she not?
そんなことしてないわ。私はさっきそこのショップでたまたま魔法を見つけたからちょっと驚かそうと思っただけよ。
Oh. Oh, there is a real worry then.
え？
Maho had only just relaxed when Dr. Reyes' answer drained her face of its color.
ヒアジョーさんつけられていたのか？
ええ、確かにそう感じたんだけど。
レイエス教授、誰か怪しい人物を見かけたりは？
Dr. Reyes denied it with that unique shrug that foreigners always do. I looked back over the alley, but of course I didn't see anyone.
じゃあ私の勘違いだったのかしら。
きっとそうだわ。だって日本は世界一治安のいい国でしょ。
Golden. How true or false is that statement? How true or false is this statement, right? I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. How are you doing? Good to see you, man. How are you? Good to see you. Something about someone saying Japan's the safest country in the world does not sound correct. Doing all right, good. But yes, we've been going through some more Steins Gate Zero lately. We been busy and also binging robotic notes. Nice. I might honestly. I don't know if I'll stream it all, but I might have to binge through the the sci adventure novels, because if they're anything like Steins Gate, then I'll probably enjoy them. Japan is number 10 as of the current year. Number 10 what? Safest country? Was it?
魔法はこの後どうするの？
Oh. What's the safest country then?
私は
Reyes seemed to sense something in Maho's silence.
なるほど、そういうこと。それじゃあ私は行くわね。リンタルもそのうちゆっくり話しましょう。
Oh, right, that's what I was gonna say. In Steins Gate Zero, more say, our current objective is to find Kagari Shina, Mayuri's daughter from the future. Future! But that's about where we're at.
Bye!
Oh! Oh god. Oh lord, that back sprite nearly had me. Oh lord, that back sprite had me feeling something fierce. Oh my god. Oh lord, I nearly acted up. Also, Iceland is the safest. Okay, I haven't kept. Oh, more. Yeah, you don't have to keep up with anything. You just come in when you feel like it. I never want anyone to feel like they have to watch my streams or have to watch the VODs. I mean, the only one I know that watches the VODs is Golden. I mean, I don't watch VODs myself, so yeah, it's totally understandable. I'm just glad to see you, man. I'm glad to know you're doing well too. She gave me a meaningful wink as she left. The station was in the opposite direction. Should I have said something? I got a strange sense that she was feeling me out, but it seemed like a waste of time to resist.
というわけで、彼女がヒアジョーさんだ。
Also,
前にセミナーで会ったって話したことがあっただろ。
it is almost Christmas in this game.
お騒がせしてごめんなさい。
I ended up taking Maho back to the lab where everyone was waiting for my return. Suzuha had actually gone out once to look for me, but evidently by that time I was already gone. However, Steins Gate Zero takes place in 2010. In 2010, Japan's ranked number 3. Dang. I guess they weren't far off then. Also, for the year in the game, aka 2011, Japan was considered the 3rd safest country, unless referring to the Science Adventure series, in which case Japan is terrifying. Shibuya especially. Honestly, yeah. It seems so, at least. New Zealand was 1st and Iceland was 2nd. Man, they must just have some good security or something. I'm not sure. Maybe people are just nicer there.
ま、でも何事もなくてよかった。
After I gave an introduction and an explanation, everyone let out a sigh of relief. Maho seemed to want to ask a lot of questions about the lab, but I had something I had to finish first.
すまん。どこまで話したんだったか。
他にもカガリタンを探してる人間がいるって話。
そう、それだ。それは本当なんですか、桐生さん。
本当。
I looked back down at Moika's report, where she'd written all the details. She'd even hired a private investigator to check it out. Which meant that it was probably true.
それが鈴葉という可能性はないんだろうか。
それは私も考えた。でも探していたのは男の人。中には外国人も。
Oh? Okay. So they probably know about time travel then, if that's the case. I'm not sure if they're CERN. If they were CERN, then I don't think Moeka would be ratting them out to a bunch of randoms. But still, that's a good question. Foreigners? Why would they be looking for Kagari?
こっちでかがりと関わりがあるのは私だけだ。それなのに 一体誰が？
Could be Russia, maybe. True. Because in this timeline, that's like the major players were like Russia was a big major player in World War III in this timeline. Okay. Could it be CERN? Maybe CERN realized that she was from the future and had gone looking for her? But if that was the case, then Moeka would have to know about it. No, the Rounders were all given their orders individually, so it makes sense if she didn't know what the others were up to. That could be it.
椎名かがりはこっちに来てもう12年にもなる。その間、知り合いができたとしてもおかしいことじゃないな。
つうか、むしろ誰かの世話にならないと生きていけないっしょ。
That's true.
つまり、この報告からわかるのは、椎名かがりを知る何者かが、ここ最近何らかの理由から彼女を探しているということと、少なくとも最近まで椎名かがりは生きていたっていうことだ。
Okay.
あ、そっか。
Unless they could travel through time like Suzuha, if they were looking for her, that meant they'd known where she was until she disappeared. If people had started looking for her in the last few months, that meant she'd be alive until then. There's nothing else to be learned from Moeka's report.
どうする？
引き続き調査をお願いできますか？
If people were looking for Kagari and Akihabara, that meant she might still be here.
わかった。
Moeka took her payment for the work she'd done so far and left the lab. Daru had paid the bill. It seemed that when his future daughter was at stake, he was willing to spend money. Okay. I mean, fair enough.
人を探しているの？
Maho had been looking around the lab with interest.
ああ、ちょっと知人をな。
What if it's a big plot twist? Maho was Kagari Shina all along, and you idiots just never knew. I mean, we know it's not true because Kagari had red hair, but still. Oh. Maho is 22. Wait, what age would Kagari be? Hey, Okarin, what time are you getting home today? 22. Oh. I think, I don't know. She was like 10, wasn't she? What's this? I won't be coming home tonight. Something going on? I met your mom and she asked me to cook tonight. She has to go to a meeting for the shopping street and she wasn't sure what to do for dinner. So Mayushi said she'd do the cooking and she said that was okay. Are you sure? You're busy too, aren't you, Mayuri? You don't have to do it. It's fine, I'll make something good. Come home soon. I see. Really? Seriously? I'll be waiting. Danger. Oh, God. It worried me that some of the people looking for Kagari Shino weren't Japanese. Even outside of CERN, there were people all over the world who would jump at the chance to learn more about the time machine. If they somehow learned that Kagari was from the future, that could mean she was caught up in some kind of trouble. That would make Maho and Kagari the same age. Eh, you never know. You never know. It could be. If they somehow learned that Kagari was from the future, that could mean she was caught up in some kind of trouble.
それじゃオカリン、そろそろ冷や上司のことを詳しく。
What does that even mean? That's like probably one of the tips that I have no idea what is. A net sling shortening of kuwashiku, or give me details, used when you want more information about something. Oh, I guess that's just for like The Japanese side? I think so, at least.
詳しくって言われても前に説明したぞ。
She was Dr. Leskinen's assistant, and both she and the professor had been very good to me. I was helping with their work a little. I'd told him all of this before.
例えばヒア上司がこのラボのメンバーに加わってくれる的な超展開はありますか？
A lot of internet lingo used tips used in Steins Gate or Japan originals. That makes sense. What's this? Super development. In a game, anime, novel, or etc., it refers to something that happens which completely ignores the plot and foreshadowing that occurred up until then. The super development instead takes the story in a completely new direction, similar to the phrase Deus Ex Machina. These completely unexpected plot developments leave viewers bewildered and struggling to keep up. Oh, okay. So it's just a bad writing move. She suddenly becomes a lab member.
ないだろ
じゃあせめて魔法タンと呼んでもいいですか？つうか呼ぶ！
魔法タン
She did not like that!
あれ？名前間違ってた？
そうじゃなくて、その変な呼び方に引っかかったの。
でも魔法タンは魔法タンって感じじゃん。なおかりん。
I forgot what the Ton thing means. I assume it's similar to Chon, where like it's just like a cute nickname or something. I forget the Ton one though. Call his ass out, Baho. Get him.
俺に振るな。
とにかくその呼び方はやめて。
だが断る。
Stop using JoJo references. You're not worthy, Daru. Diminutive suffix, if I'm remembering the tip from Steins Gate correctly. Yeah, okay. Alright, gotcha. He never changes, does he?
それでヒアジョーさん、今日はどうしてラボに？俺、ここのことは君に話したかな？
アマデウスに教えてもらったわ。今日は本来は話したいことがあったのだけれど、まあいいわ。噂のラボを見ることができたし、それになんだかあなたたちも大変みたいだから。
ひょっとしてあいつ怒ってたか？
You better bet she was.
ええ、とても怒ってたわ。連絡しても出ないって。
It's basically the cuter version of Chon. I gotcha. That's exactly what I expected, yeah.
え？何？それ何の話？
別に浮いた話じゃないからいちいち反応するなって。
岡部さん、やっぱり辛いの？だったらテスターやめてもらっても。
あ、いや、そういうわけじゃないんだ。ただ
I hated how I was starting to feel dependent on her.
また気が向いた時にでも話してあげて。あの子も寂しがってるわ。
Aww. You can't ignore the AI, man. She may be a robot, but she's got feelings too, man.
わかった。
The word lonely made my heart ache a little. But even so, I still didn't talk to Karisu that day. Oh. Several days had passed since Moeka had given her report. I checked it last night, and evidently there was nothing new to say. She had her deadlines for her magazine, she said, and couldn't spend a lot of time on it. That other group of people who were searching for Kigari Shina concerned me, but I couldn't ask her to prioritize it over her own work.
残念なのです。
Oh.
んもしかしてクリスマスパーティーの話か？
楓さんと吹雪ちゃん用ができちゃったって。
Oh.
フェリスちゃんはお仕事で、ナエちゃんも店長さんと過ごすことになってて、ダルくんはユキさんと遊びに行くんだって。
Ayo! Ayo! Oh, man. Why did I even get hyped about that? I just realized it was Daru. I mean, I guess I was hyped because it's like, alright, we're not killing off Suzaha because Daru's finally making moves. We haven't reached an ending yet, right? At this point, no idea where we're gonna end up, but I'm along for the ride. Hell yeah. I don't think we're even close to an ending, Morsay. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we are. I've just been kind of flowing through it, though. I mean, I don't know where the ending breakoffs are, is the thing. If I remember, what chapter are we on? I can't tell. What chapter is a stray sheep? Oh well. But, I don't think we're close to the ending yet. I can't remember where this point is in the grand scheme of the novel. The time flow is weirder in this one. Oh, really? I imagine more say that it's probably shorter than the original Steins Gate. I'm not sure. I don't think it would be as long as the OG Steins Gate, so we might have made faster progress than I had imagined. I've just been kind of flowing through it, though.
結構なことじゃないか。
I'd heard that Suzaha had gone through a lot of work to set that up. She was always complaining that Daru wasn't making his intentions clear with Yuki. A bit shorter, but not by a large margin. I gotcha. From Suzaha's perspective, her own existence was at stake. Even if it was already fated to happen, something still might interrupt it. More than anything, she probably wanted to see her mom and dad getting along in this peaceful world. If something came out of this, it'd probably make her feel better.
マイリもクリスマスは家で過ごした方がいいんじゃないのか？この前、おじさんがケーキを予約してたぞ。
I was surprised, Morsay, to learn that this game had multiple endings, because this is supposed to just be like the loop between this is basically just like future Okabe's path. Like before he made the choice to try again to save Kurisu on the true ending. We need our roots, true. But I guess they had to add some spice to it, to make it like worth it being its own game. So they decided to add multiple routes to it.
お父さんに会ったの?
Yeah, the true end is what leads to Steins Gate, but the other endings still have important relevance. I gotcha.
家の近くでばったりな。マユリをびっくりさせるために、大きいのを予約するんだって張り切ってた。
No.
そっか。じゃあその方がいいね。
The overall message ties into the other endings as well. Alright. Well, like we usually do with most visual novels, we'll go through all the routes. Just cause why not? Just cause why not?
あ、言っとくが、今のは聞かなかったことにしてくれ。せっかくのおじさんのサプライズだからな。
No.
わかったよ。でもオカリンはどうするの？クリスマス。
特に予定はないかな。うちはもともとそういうことする家でもないし。
Mochi spoiling us? What did I do, huh? I didn't spoil anything. It's all connected. It'll make sense by the end, sort of. If you can untangle the temporal web that is time travel. Time travel stories are a bit hard to wrap your head around, but I think I can get it. Giving us all the roots, you're spoiling it. Oh, true. I just love you guys that much, though. I could just only do one route, but I'm like, but that's not what the fans would love. The fans. Let me get my head out of my ass. The community. Sorry, the fans. Ow. Okay, I'm sorry. Jesus. The guys at school were having a men-only drinking party, but I hadn't been invited. Oof. I kept telling them she wasn't, but they insisted on thinking that Mayuri was my girlfriend. Some of them had it out for me because of that. In Steins Gate, the other routes are optional. In this game, they're necessary. Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay.
確かサンタさんにプレゼントが欲しいって言ったら朝枕元にお野菜が置いてあったんだよね。
I wonder what my first route's gonna be. Usually on here we like to do our first routes like I mean it's a blind playthrough, so we don't know as much as we can. But the first route's a special one because that's like the route you yourself would have gone down. So I'm interested to see what my first route will be. No, Golden, that would be the worst ending.
どう見ても前の日の売れ残りのな。クレームをつけたら、うちはキリスト教じゃねえって逆ギレされた。
My first route led to depression. Oh god. Oh Jesus, Morse. I hope that's not the same for me. Jesus. Honestly, I'm amazed I actually grew up alright. Also, you don't have to be a Christian to celebrate Christmas, man. Come on. Well, if you could call how I ended up on that, if you could call how I ended up alright.
クリスマスが終わったらコミマがあってそしたらもうお正月1年あっという間だね。
Christmas isn't even a Christian holiday. It isn't? I assumed it was. Common misconception. That's one I had for sure. I really assumed it was. Because I thought it was based on like Jesus' birthday or something.
そうだな。
It hadn't flown by for me at all. I'd gone through the same span of days again and again. It originates from a pagan holiday Christianity adopted. Oh, okay. For me, the year had been unimaginably long.
そうだねえオカリクリスマスパーティーはできないけどお正月パーティーをするのはどうかな。
That could work. Also, if you take into account the changes between the Gregorian and the Julian calendars, Jesus' birthday is closer in the middle of the year. Oh, okay.
みんなで初詣に行ってそれからおせち料理を食べて今年もよろしくって言って
Oh, by the way, to update you guys on my anime adventures, I've been trying to watch more anime lately. I've started an anime that I've actually really liked. It's another slice of life. Surprise, surprise. I don't know. It's easier to enjoy slice of life, man. I don't have to pay attention that much. What's it called? Kotoru-san. Kotoru-san? Yeah, Kotoru-san. Kotoro-san. I'm trying to say it right, but I don't know if I am. It's basically about this girl that grew up as... She was born She was a born Esper. Her ability is like able to read minds and stuff, but it leads to depression. But it's like one of the... Kotoro-san, it's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. And the anime, at least, the anime is what I'm watching. The pacing is really fast. like, really fast. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Very good. Kind of depressing, but it's very good. Minor spelling mistake. Oh no. Oh, did I miss something before? Dies of cringe! Minor spelling mistake. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed something in chat. Let me see. I think Christmas has roots from Germany or some parts of Europe. Pretty sure it derived from Yule. Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm enjoying that. The MC is a Chad. If you guys want like slice of life that's like kind of depressing, but also really happy, Kotaro-san is really good.
ああ、いいんじゃないか。
だよねだよね。うん。じゃあ後でみんなに聞いてみるね。
My only like issue, it's not even really an issue, it's just like a pet peeve, is that the pacing is super fast, like a jet train. Like it doesn't stay on like scenes long at all. Like it kind of like zooms past like plot points, but that's just me wanting more. It's more of a personal thing, I guess. Mayuri stood up to go.
さてと、マユシーはこれからお買い物に行ってきます。
Yeah, it's a short anime. It's only like about 12 episodes, yeah. So that's also a part of it. Don't know if the source material ran longer or not. I'm not sure myself.
買い物？
ふぶきちゃん用のコスでね、急に小物が必要になっちゃって。
I'm not falling for it, Golden.
そうか。気をつけて行ってこいよ。
そうだ、オカリン。ルカ君がね、オカリンに何か相談があるみたいなの。
Nope. I said I didn't fall for it, so I didn't fall for it. That's how it works.
あ、
You fell for his trap card. God dang it. This is why I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's right. Lukaku had called me. After that, Moeka had come, and so much had happened that I'd forgotten. Knowing Lukaku, since I'd told him I'd call him back, he'd probably been waiting for me this whole time.
わかった。こっちから連絡を取ってみる。
お願いね。
Activate my barrel behind the door. Is that like a real Yu-Gi-Oh card, or did you just make that up?
じゃあ、行ってきまーす。
So Darbot, stop! Stop. Dar's just catching stray shot. I don't think you were here, Morsay, but like Okabe just straight up called him a tub of lard to his face. It's fucking funny. I can't get over that. Did you clip that, Golden? Because that was a golden moment. You get it? That is completely character and hilarious. It's a gun that activated when someone opens the door, shooting the person who opened the doors. What's it have to do with the barrel? Oh, is it like the barrel of a gun? Is that what it means? Mayuri put on her coat and waved and went out the door. Gun barrel. Oh, okay. Alright, I should get in touch with Lukaku. I'm glad the game's holding my hand with that quick save icon telling me I can make an action. Oh, man.
ルカ子のやつ、 出ないな。
Oh. I'm sure the Japanese name makes more sense, or maybe even less. Who knows, man. Does anyone ever notice that, like, Japan has a lot of, like, the most, like, noticeable and most famous media around the world? Has anyone, like, ever, like, thought of that? I've thought about it a couple of times. Oh well. I'd have to send him a Rhine. I typed in my message. Sorry I forgot all about yesterday, and sent it. And then I waited a while for a response to come back. I hope that works. Wait, what? Oh, is that the clip? Oh, okay. Nope, that oh, I can always go back and clip it myself. That's fine. And then I waited a while for a response to come back. Oh, shoot. But there was no sign of him even reading the Rhine message. Was he busy with something? For a moment I thought of going to the shrine to see, but if he was busy I didn't want to bother him. He'd contact me when he had time. Just when I was thinking about that, I heard footsteps coming up the stairs outside the lab. It didn't sound like Daru. Uh-oh. Daru's steps were a lot heavier. How many times are we gonna call this guy fat? I mean, you're not wrong.
どうぞ。
Jesus Christ.
こんにちは。
Oh. Hey, Luca.
ルカ子。
よかった。岡部さん、ここにいてくれて。
Oh. It was Lukaku, the boy I'd just been trying to get a hold of.
すまない。この前の件すっかり忘れてたんだ。それでさっき電話したんだが。
あ、本当だ。ごめんなさい。僕の方こそ気づかなくて。
He looked guilty, as if he'd done something wrong.
いや、別にいいよ。それより寒いだろ。入ってくれ。
はい。
But he hesitated, seemingly distracted by something behind him.
岡部さん、相談の件なんですけど、実はその前に会ってもらいたい人がいて連れてきたんですけど、いいですか？
Oh, sure. Yeah.
会ってもらいたい人？
Lukaku moved slightly to the side, and a girl appeared behind him.
はじめまして。
What's up? What? What? Oh, yo! It's Kagari! Wait, how did Lukaku find her? Wait. Impossible. The girl there was...
クリス。
Oh, no, that's Kagari. Also... I could see two big differences between her and Kurisu. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck.
よろしくお願いします。
Okabe has that PTSD.
どうぞ。
It's blinded his eyes to the obvious. I mean, to be fair, she does look a lot like Kurisu, at least in the face and the hair. I'm not sure why. She couldn't be Kurisu's daughter because Kurisu obviously died at the beginning of like the game. So I'm not sure.
ありが とうございます。
I offered her a cup of tea. I poured it out of a plastic bottle, and she thanked me in a voice that was almost impossible to hear. Yeah, but there are two very round differences. Yeah. Also, if anyone's saying the sus, she's 22 right now. Listen, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. For my part, it was all I could do to keep the hand holding the cup from trembling. I took another good look at the girl sitting across from me. Oh. If we can't loot the adult Mayuri, we can't loot the Kagura. Mayuri is a very different case. Mayuri's too innocent. Not like Lukaku. The girl in front of me looked just like Kurisu Makise. Her state of mind is questionable. Also, you could technically say the same for Irie and Robotic Notes, but that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make it less sus. God. Cope! Hey, don't you tell me to cope! Her brown hair... Brown? 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 What? That has to be a translation error. What? Brown? Or am I getting old in my years? Is that what's happening? They forgot how shading works. Her slightly slanted eyes, her unconcerned expression. It's very reddish brown. Yeah, I'd say it's more red than brown myself. But it is kind of brown, yeah. God, how do I keep doing that by accident? Right now, there was no sign of her strong-willed nature. Other than that, they were identical. When I'd first seen her, my heart felt like it was gonna stop. But on closer inspection, some parts were very different. Like, the size of her breast. Was she about our age? She looked older than Lukaku. I knew Lukaku had a sister. Could this be her? She had a quiet air about her that seemed similar to Lukaku. But I thought I remembered hearing that Lukaku's sister was actually quite cheerful.
Okabe-san?
Kurisu's hair is technically brown, auburn-based in Steins Gate. Zero sprite shading is closer to the anime adaptation, so colors are more vibrant. I see.
Well, yeah. それでルカ子は
ルカ子？
ああ、失礼。俺はそう呼んでるんです。その女の子みたいだから。
I just realized that it was a pretty rude nickname. What a classic Okabe moment. Certified Okabe classic. But it was a habit now, and there was no changing it.
そうなんですね。
Her expression softened, just a little. She really did look just like her. I took a shallow breath and forced myself to relax.
で、ルカ子はこの人は
その前に話したことがありましたよね。お父さんのお客さんが泊まってるって。
Oh, okay. I didn't think that would lead to something. I'm actually surprised. Whereas in the anime, Kurisu's hair is just straight up red. I see.
ああ、聞いたけど、それじゃもしかして彼女が？
はい。
That was a surprise.
ルカ子の父親の知り合いというから、てっきりもっと年配の人かと思っていた。
違うんです。正確に言うと お父さんの知人が連れてこられた方で。
Ah, I see.
おお。
So this wasn't the person who was talking about Harumi. That made me feel a little better.
それで相談というのはこの人についてなんですけど。
その前に名前を教えてもらってもいいかな。いつまでもこの人じゃ話しにくいだろ。
My man's gonna have a heart attack if he hears the name. Her face clouded. Did I say something wrong?
実は相談というのはそのことなんです。この人が誰なのかを知るにはどうしたらいいでしょうか。
Huh? It took a moment before I understood what he said.
待ってくれルカ子。それはどういう。
記憶喪失なんだそうです。
Oh. Could that have been a side effect of leaving the time machine as it was like trying to leave? And maybe it messed with her brain. Because that's what they said when she left the time machine. It was like in the middle of like transporting. So maybe.
記憶喪失。
はい。
それじゃあ名前も。
はい。
どこの誰かも。
はい。
I mean, maybe there are other possible external factors. I mean, true. It could be any myriad of things. I'm just kind of brainstorming here.
どうして。
Well, I mean, we don't know what happened to her for 12 years, so it's pretty hard to say.
わかりません。
Of course not. If she knew, she wouldn't have amnesia. I mean, Suzuha might be able to recognize her. I feel... well, maybe not. Maybe, though. Usually people in the anime, when it comes to recognizing people, they ain't too smart up in here. I mean, obviously, us as viewers could, like, look at that as like, oh, okay, that's Kagari, but, like, you know, obviously, the characters probably can't. As long as she didn't go to Shibuya, it's fine. Probably. Probably. Perhaps. Oh, Lord.
でもどうして俺に。
That's Kagarsu.
岡部さんなら記憶を取り戻すいい方法を知っているんじゃないかと思って。ほら、岡部さんよく人間の脳とか記憶とかすごく難しい話をたくさんしてたから。何でもいいんです。私が自分のことを取り戻せる方法があれば。
Is there even like a real treatment for amnesia? I don't think there's any kind of medicine you could take and like, there you go, alright, memory's back. I feel like that's something a bit harder to treat.
待ってくれ。確かにそういう話はしていたが、それはただ興味があるだけで、専門的なことは何も。
Define treatment. They get all their memories back of their previous life. They basically know who they are again. Yes and no. I knew how the brain worked and how it was laid out. And I knew what amnesia was. But bringing back someone's memories was a different matter. Even the latest medical technology would be useless. Unless, of course, you had your memories stored on a system like Amadeus.
そうですか。
The girl was visibly disappointed.
だったら何か身元を調べる ことはできないでしょうか。カナさん、本当に辛そうで。
Oh, is that the name you gave her, Luca?
カナさん？
仮の名前だからカナと。
Ah,
ル
I
カさん
see.
のお父さんが名前がないと不便だからって。
ずいぶん安直だな。
You're not wrong. You're not wrong there, Okabe. There's no end-all cure, but studies and practical uses have shown that triggers can help with memory loss. Certain smells, phrases, location, taste, etc. have triggered amnesia memories. What about people? What about people they knew? Was that okay?
いつまでも名乗る名前でないのだから、それくらいの方がいいと。
I couldn't tell if that was deep or not.
岡部さん、なんとかならないでしょうか。せめて名前だけでもわかれば。
なんとか力になってはやりたいが、やっぱり更新所なんかに頼んだ方がいいんじゃないのか？
I don't personally know of a case where people got their memories back from seeing people, but they have felt a familiarity with people and some don't feel anything. I see.
更新所、探偵さんみたいなものですか？
ああ。でもそれだって何か手がかりのようなものがないと厳しいだろう。財布とかカバンとか持ってなかったのか？
そういったものは何も。
何も？別に大したものじゃなくてもいい。一つくらいありそうなものだけど。
Well, we know why, because she came from the future. She basically doesn't exist in this world.
一つだけ。ただこれが手がかりになるのかどうかは。
Oh, is it the Upa? Is it the Upa? She slowly took out a handkerchief. Oh, no, never mind. As if it was something that was very important to her. Whatever was inside must have been one thing she was carrying. The one thing she was carrying.
見せてもらっても。
はい。あれ、もしかしてお客さんかな。
Oh, Mayuri's about to see her future daughter. Oh boy. Almost at the exact same time Kana opened the handkerchief, I heard Mayuri's soft voice from the front hall. Evidently, she was back from shopping. Oh. Suzuha was behind her, too. That was a rare combination. Had they run into each other on the way?
あ、まゆりちゃん。あー、ルカ君。ルカ兄さん、そちらの人は？
God damn it. I was hoping that Suzuha would maybe have like a come to Jesus moment where she'd look at her and be like, that's Kagari, but no. That was merely wishful thinking. Oh god.
うちに泊まっているお客さんで。
Kana bowed her head a little. For some reason, Mayuri gave a happy little sigh as she looked at the handkerchief in Kana's hands. It is an Upa! I called it. I remember that Mayuri gave her the Upa before she time traveled. Oh. Inside of the white handkerchief was a faded Upa keychain.
好きなんですか？まゆしーもね、ウーパのこと大好きなのです。
No.
もしかして手がかりというのはそれか？
It was an old Upa keychain. No. What the hell, Golden? Was that really a clue?
でもこのウーパいつ頃のものかな。ずいぶん古いみたいだけど。
It really did, come to think of it. Upa was a character from the Rainet Kakaru anime. Let me see. Rainet Kakaru, a very popular manga about the internet that appears in Roku Roku Comics. It also has an anime, presently in its 3rd season, that runs every Sunday at 9 AM on East TV stations. While the general atmosphere and character design of the show may make it look like it's for children, its unusually realistic themes make it a show that adults can enjoy as well. Yay, Rainet, do not remind me. Do not remind me of the Rainet tournament. Uber products have been around for a few years now. But the one I was looking at was very old.
これもともとは緑色だったんじゃないかな。だってこれ森の妖精さんバージョンだもん。
It is so frustrating that Suzuha isn't, like, clicking with this, honestly. Like, I can't... like, I get it. Like, she doesn't exactly know what, like, Kagari looks like in the future, but... It's very... it's still kind of frustrating.
森の妖精さん？
この前やってた映画に出てきたんだ。ほら、マユシーも持ってるんだけど、ここのところのデザインがちょっとだけ違うの。
I couldn't see any difference at all.
このキーホルダーね、なかなか売ってなくてずーっと探してたんだ。そしたらこの前ルカくんが見つけて買ってきてくれたの。ねえ。うん。たまたまお店を覗いたら売ってたから。
しかし妙だな。この前の映画のグッズなら発売してすぐのはずだ。こんなに古くは。
Oh. You okay? Only then did I realize how pale Kana's face was. Is she having a come to Jesus moment?
大丈夫ですか、カナさん。
具合が悪いのか？
大丈夫。
You don't look fine. Kana tried to stand up but almost fell forward. Lukaku quickly grabbed her.
そうだ。何か冷たいものを。
I went to get a bottle of water out of the fridge when I noticed that Suzuha was staring at Kana in shock. Suzuha, did you have your come to Jesus moment?
鈴葉？
そう。
え？
Strangely, Kana wasn't the only one who was shaking a little. Suzuha was too.
嘘。それ、そのウーパー。
Come on, connect the dots!
どうしたんだ、鈴葉？
私は知ってる。そのウーパー、それ。
おい、鈴葉。
Oh no. Kana staggered a few steps toward Suzuha and then a few steps more. It couldn't be. No, there was just no way. But...
もしかして、お前。
Yes? Yes! What?
お前はかがり椎名かがりなのか。
Kana's eyes went wide. Uh-oh. And she slowly collapsed to the floor. Oh. The orbital eclipse.
どうだ、少しは落ち着いたか？
はい、おかげさまで。
Kana had passed out after hearing the name Kagari Shina from Suzaha, but with the help from Lukaku and the girls, she woke up 10 minutes later. But she still didn't look very good.
ルカ子、それにマユリ、すまないが、何か冷たいものを買ってきてくれないか？
え？
それから、額に貼る冷却シートのようなものもあると嬉しい。
I felt bad for Lukaku, but I probably didn't want either of them hearing what we were about to discuss.
わかった。行こう、ルカ君。あ、うん。
Lukaku seemed interested in hearing about what was going on, but still, he went along with Mayuri. What happened next was the problem.
カナさん。
かがり、お前、今までどこで何をしていた？
I don't think being aggressive is gonna help Suzaha. Like, the girl just passed out. Jesus. Suzaha opened her mouth the second Mayuri and Lukaku left. Her words were sharp as a knife blade, and Kana looked terrified.
一体、どういうつもりであの時？
待て、鈴葉。彼女は記憶を失ってる。
なんだって？
I explained what had brought Kana here. Give me a second, Suzaha. I'm about to reveal an important secret to you, Nya. But I refuse. Oh yeah, blush. Let's do that. Come on, just let me say it, Nya. It's probably just some more made-up nonsense, right? It's really hard keeping up with all that stuff you say. Gah! You've changed, Okarine. Will you never go back to the old you? Will you never go back to being Kyoma, Nya? Sorry. What the fuck? Oh, God. Ferris really said it's over for Kyoma cells. I explained what had brought Kana here.
記憶喪失。それじゃ、どこで何をしていたかも。
Okay, Google the flowchart. I know where we're at. Oh, okay. Nice. Hopefully it's somewhere not going to misery.
ああ。でも、その前に確かめなければならないことがある。
Whether or not she was really Kagari Shina.
カナさん。
はい。
It's not going the same direction I was, but where we'll end up is still in the air. Alright, nice.
さっきしていた話は覚えてるか？
はい。
どうする？続きはもう少し回復してからにするか？
いえ、大丈夫です。
She was clutching her upas so hard that her fingertips had gone white. But there was a light in her eyes as she looked up at Suzaha.
じゃあ、さっきの話を続けよう。鈴葉、お前が彼女をかがりだというその根拠は何だ？
そのウーパだよ。それはかがりが肌身離さず持ってたものなんだ。ママにもらったんだって、お守りだって、ずっと大事にしてた。
Kana slowly opened her hand. The tiny old Upa was staring up at us with a silly look on its face. A present from her mom. A present from Mayuri.
カナさんはそのウーパだけが自分が持っていたものだって言っていたが。
はい。記憶をなくして倒れていた私がただ一つ手にしていたのがこのキーホルダーだったそうです。
倒れていた？
はい。
どのあたりで倒れていたんだ？
千葉の山道です。県境あたりの。
A mountain path?
近くのお寺の住職さんが偶然通りかかって見つけてもらったそうで、その後しばらくはその方のお寺でお世話になっていたんです。ですがお寺は修行の場でもあるので長く女性を置いておくこともできないと。
それでルカ子の家にというわけか。
はい。その住職さん、ルカ君のことを女の子だって思っていて、それで年の近い女の子のいる家なら私にとってもいいだろうって。
Oh man. I mean, that helped us, but yeah.
盲点だった。まさかこんな近くにいたなんて。
The guest that Lukaku had mentioned a few days ago was probably the priest. Which means that Kana, no, Kagari Shina, had been there the whole time. We'd been searching blindly for her without any idea. And she'd been there the whole time. If only I'd taken Lukaku's call, we wouldn't have had to go through all this. Didn't I take Lukaku's call?
それでカナさん、君はかがりという名を聞いて何か思い出すことはないか？
正直を言うとよくわかりません。ただすごく懐かしい感じがします。それに
Kana's words cut off as she looked at Suzaha.
その先ほどの方、まゆ姉さんのこと？まゆ姉さん？
あの子は椎名まゆりというんだ。
まゆりさん、あの方を見たとき、なぜだかすごく温かい気持ちになりました。
Aww. Even if she was Kagari Shina, she would have only known Mayuri after she'd grown up. But her appearance can't have changed that much. Which meant that it would make sense that seeing her would stir some feelings within Kagari.
ねえ、それもう一度見せてもらってもいい？はい。
Kagari handed the old Upa over to Kana. Wait, what?
やっぱりこれかがりが持ってたものだよ。
Wait a minute. So she handed it to herself? I assume they meant Suzaha, but that's funny. That's really funny.
では私はその椎名かがりという名前だったんでしょうか？
Yep.
そうだな。まだ確証があるわけじゃないが、そう考えるのが。
You're gonna be pretty dang sure, I promise you.
いや、間違いない。彼女はかがりだ。そのキーホルダーが何よりの証拠だよ。
Nicely
姉さん
done.
がかがりにあげたものなんだから。でもよりによって記憶喪失だなんて。
This is the localization of all time. For sure. One of the translations of all time. I mean, there's not many typos, so. The keychain probably did belong to Kagari. But she could have also been gifted it by Kagari Shina. Or she could have picked it up off the ground. Brother, look at her. Brother, look at her. Of course, Suzuha said that the keychain was very important to Kagari. It was unlikely that she'd drop it or give it to someone. Which meant... Then the door opened, and Mayuri poked her head through to see what was going on. Sad Turturu.
大丈夫ですか？
ああ、悪かったな、わざわざ。
いえ。
The drinks and cooling sheets were taken out of their plastic bags and put on the desk. You really don't want to know, yeah? No need to think about it, Nya. If you don't find out now, when will you find out, Nya? Be true to your desires, Nya. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I refuse. Oh, Karin, you're toying with poor little Ferris, aren't you? You naughty boy. That was good. Oh, man. The phone exchanges in this game are so much more fun than they were in Steins game, man, I'm telling you. The drinks and cooling sheets were taken out of their plastic bags and put on the desk.
それで、その。
Lukaku waited a moment for her to take a sip of the drinks he'd brought, and then spoke with a quavering voice.
カナさんは、その、あまねさんの知り合いの、かがりさんという方だったんでしょうか。
They are pretty good, but the OG Kurisu emails were also true. The Kurisu emails were pretty top notch. I won't lie.
そうだな。そう考えるのが妥当だと思う。
So Kana is Kagari that Amane was looking. Oh yeah. Why do I sometimes forget that Suzuha's last name is Amane?
そうですか。よかったです。名前だけでも分かって。ルカ君。
Kana, that is Kagari, smiled gently when she saw how relieved Lukaku was.
でも、それなら、あまねさんは、かがりさんの本当のお家を知っているんでしょうか。
That's the rough part. Ooh.
いや、それは。
鈴葉はかがりさんと子供の頃ご近所だったそうだ。でも12年前に引っ越してしまって、それからの行方がわからなかったらしい。そうだな。
そうなんだ。それで最近急に懐かしくなって、オカリンおじさんに相談してたんだよ。
そういうわけだ。だから鈴葉にもかがりさんの家族のことやどこに住んでいたのかはわからないらしい。
そうなんですか。
Didn't you say they were neighbors? was the only answer I could come up with. If we told Kagari that she was a time traveler from the year 2036, who'd come here 12 years ago, it would only confuse her.
あとは彼女が記憶を取り戻してくれれば何がどうなっていたのか全てわかるはずなんだが。
She'd learned her name and met both Suzuha and Mayuri. Mayuri's presence alone had to be a big deal.
かがりさん？はいかがりさんの上のお名前はなんていうのかな。さっきはよく聞こえなくて。だからよかったら教えてほしいな。その岡部さんたちのお話だと椎名と。
Ooh.
じゃあマユシーと一緒だ。マユシーもね椎名っていうの。椎名まゆり。椎名まゆりさん。嬉しいな。マユシー同じ名字の人に会ったの初めてだよ。
Man, it is a good thing that Mayuri is an airhead. Oh my god. Oh lord, it's
そうなんですか。だからこれからよろしくお願いします。はい、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
Mayuri was using her natural cheerfulness to try and open up to Kagari. If it worked, maybe she could bring back her memories.
ルカ君から聞いたんだけど、かがりさんは記憶喪失なの？はい。それって自分が誰かも忘れちゃうってことなんだよね。はい。そっか。きっと辛いこといっぱいだよね。
No. Well, that is also a reasonable assumption to make. Last names can overlap even from two different families. It just probably isn't common. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, in America, it's definitely very common to have similar last names. I mean, how many people you know with a last name like Johnson, you know what I mean? I just didn't know if that was the same case in Japan.
だって自分の大好きな人のことも忘れちゃうんでしょ。それってすごく悲しいことだってマユシーは思うのです。だからね、うまく言えないけど、マユシーもお手伝いするから頑張ろうね。
It's similar, sort of. Japanese naming conventions are completely different, but it can still happen. Yeah, that's fair. Mayuri smiled. I could see Kagari's eyes well up with tears. Oh, don't cry, Kagari.
急にどうしちゃったのかな。マユシ、何か変なこと言っちゃったかな。そうじゃないんです。ただマユリさんの言葉を聞いてなんだか嬉しくって。
Oh.
マユシーだけじゃなくオカリンもスズさんもルカ君もみんな同じ気持ちだよ。もちろんです。僕もできることがあれば何でもしますから。ありがとうございます、ルカ君、マユリさん。
I could leave Kagari to Mayuri and Lukaku and she'd be just fine. The question was, what to do now?
ルカ子、頼みがあるんだが。
なんでしょう。
かがりさんはもう少しお前の家に置いてもらってもいいだろうか。
え？
その間に俺たちは彼女が今までどうしていたのかを調べようと思う。
はい、もちろんうちは構いません。
鈴葉もそれでいいか？
わかった。
Suzuha probably wasn't completely happy with that, but she nodded anyway. Our first priority now was getting back Kagari's memories.
それじゃあルカ君のお家に行けばかがりさんに会えるんだね。まゆしーも遊びに行っていい？
I swear to God. Like, just like it looking like everything about Mayuri's just enough to give you like diabetes, man. It's too sweet. You know what I mean?
もちろんだよ。ね、かがりさん。はい。
鈴葉もできるだけ顔を出してやってくれ。その方が記憶を取り戻すにはいいだろう。
Mayuri free diet. No. No.
オーキードーキー。そうだ。クリスマスパーティーができないから今ね、お正月パーティーをしようかなって思ってるんだ。かがりさんにも手伝ってもらえると嬉しいな。え、いいんですか？私なんかが。もちろんだよ。ね、ルカ君。一緒にパーティーしましょう。
Let's go. Anytime you got three girls together, they'd start chattering like birds. The girls, although one of them was a guy, began to chatter away. I had my own work to do. First, I had to let Moika know we'd found her. Okay. Oh, no. We found Kagari Ashina. Oh. Wait, that's still unfair. Knowing Moik... I don't know if it's like working weird because that's the last person we texted, but that looks like it's just on Ferris's line. I can see Moika's portrait in the corner, but still. Knowing Moika, she'd respond almost immediately. No way, where? The friend who works at a shrine was taking care of her. She was found on a mountain path near the Chiba border, but she's lost her memories from before then. There's a break line there. Oh, is that what that was? Oh, okay. Still, it's kind of weird. I would have just expected it to, like, change boxes, but oh well. She was that close? Wow! We've been looking for whoever is after her, but can't find any info. It may be a pretty big group. It'd be a big help if you could keep it up. Okay. Okay. That was all I needed to do for Moeka. But I was still interested in the group who had been looking for Gagari. And I also wanted to know what she was doing lying on a mountain path. That's what I was thinking, like a mountain path, what? What was she doing out there? And with only an Oppa? Could she have been running from someone?
ルカ子、ちょっといいか？
はい。なんでしょう。
I think that would actually confirm that the amnesia happened recently. Because, like, if she was passed out in a mountain path, then she couldn't have been there for, like, more than 3 days because she would have just died of dehydration. So, that's something to consider.
Kagari さんをなるべく神社の外に出さないでほしい。
どうしてですか？
理由は聞かないでくれ。頼む。
Oh, I see.
はい、わかりました。岡部さんがそう言うなら。
It couldn't hurt to be careful. If it was nothing, then that was fine. Once Kagari got her memories back, I know for sure. Nobody knew when that would be, though. The day after Lukaku took Kagari to the lab. Wait, what? Oh, right, yeah. I took Mayuri to Yanabayashi Shrine through an Akihabara. Through it. Huh? Man. I took Mayuri to Yanabayashi Shrine through an Akihabara that was filled with the Christmas spirit. I don't know why, but like an Akihabara got me confused for a second, but then I didn't finish the sentence before I had thought that.
まゆりちゃん、それに岡部さんも。
Lukaku was smiling. He'd seen us before we could say anything. The smile was far too cute to belong to a man. Okay. Once again, I was forced to doubt his real gender.
ルカ君、かがりさんも。てってる
Doo-doo-doo.
てってるです。
Oh, that was so cute. Oh, clip that. Oh, clip that golden. Oh my god.
かがりさんすごい。え、何がですか？だってマユシーがトゥットゥルーって言っても最初はなかなかみんなトゥットゥルーって返してくれないよ。
No.
初めて会った相手にそれが挨拶なのだと理解しろというのも酷な話だな。
うん、だからみんな何それっていうのにかがりさんは普通に返してくれたのです。だからすごいなーって。
Oh.
私は別になんとなくそうかなって。
Maybe Mayuri's strange greeting had embedded itself in some part of Kagari's mind. Thank you, Golden. Please work. It works, I can see it. Which meant that even 25 years from now, Mayuri was still saying Tuturu? Well, knowing Mayuri... Oh, Ryan? About Kagari, is there something bothering you? Did you find a way to get her memories back? You worried about her? I'm honestly a little relieved that Kagari lost her memories. I'm scared that they might come back. I'm sure she hates me. Why would she? What? But you still want them to come back anyway, right? Yeah, I guess. Dwelling on the past won't help. It just kind of bothers me. Sorry, don't tell anyone about this. Got it. That was a depressing exchange. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
あ、岡部さんもトゥットゥルーです。
Nice.
どうも。
I still didn't know how to deal with her. She'd been 10 years old when she was separated from Suzuha. If that was 12 years ago, she should be 22 now. That meant she was older than me, but she was also Mayuri's adopted daughter. That would make her like Suzuha, who was Daru's daughter. Suzuha was at least the same age as me, and Daru, so I didn't need to worry about being polite to my elders, but...
そうだ。今日はクリスマスイブだよ。メリークリスマス。そういえばそうだったね。メリークリスマス。メリークリスマスです。
Merry Christmas! Even though it's May. Was it okay to celebrate Christmas at a shrine? Oh, guys, very important update. I don't know how I nearly forgot to announce this. After on May 31st, I will be undergoing a second surgery to get the metal plate out of my foot. So I'll probably have to take a little bit of a break from streaming. Because I won't be able to walk for a while, like, on my own. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if I'll have to take a break, but there's a good chance I will. But I'm fine. You guys don't have to worry about me. It's just it's like a surgery after the surgery I had to fix my foot. They're just taking the metal plate out of my foot so I can use my foot like normal again. But I'll probably have to take a little bit of a break after May 31st. I'm not entirely sure yet, so don't quote me on it. Thank you, guys. But I'm okay, I promise. It's not like a huge deal. It's just, if there's no streams for a while after May 31st, that's probably why. I nearly forgot to announce it. Oh, but thank you, guys. Was it okay to celebrate Christmas at a shrine?
ところで、かがりさん、調子はどうかな？
悪くはないです。でもまだ何も。
いや、記憶に関しては無理して思い出そうとする必要はないよ。時間が来れば戻るだろう。それくらいの気でいた方がいい。
わかりました。
Of course, she probably wanted to remember them faster than that.
どうかしたか？
いえ、ルカ君もまゆりちゃんも、それに岡部さんもみんな優しいなって思って。
Oh.
そんな、俺は別に優しくなんてない。
照れなくてもいいのに。
No. She'd been so depressed when we'd first met that this was probably the first time I'd seen her smile. Her smile was somehow childish, and she seemed a lot younger than I'd been told she was.
ごめんなさい。私たら急に慣れ慣れしい感じになっちゃって。
いや、構わないよ。こっちだってタメ口で喋ってるんだし。
そうだよ。まゆしーもね、普通に喋ってくれた方が嬉しいな。だってその方がお友達って感じがするでしょ。お友達。うん、お友達。ありがとう、まゆりちゃん。お友達か。
Maybe this was how the future Mayuri became close to her as well. A war orphan. That's what Suzuha had said about Kagari. And all of this... God, I can't speak! And all of that was... It was my fault, wasn't it? If I did what Suzuha wanted to, would her life change? But for that to happen, I'd have to once again... Don't think about it. Don't think about Rintaro. Oh god.
岡部さん、大丈夫ですか？なんだか顔色が優れないみたいですけど。
ああ、なんでもない。ちょっと寝不足なだけだ。
そうですか。 だったらいいんですけど。
それよりルカ子は何をしていたんだ？忙しそうにしていたみたいだが。
本殿のお掃除をしていたんです。
掃除ならいつもやってるんじゃないのか？
I felt like every time I came here, Lukaku had a broom in his hands.
今日は普段できないようなところも含めての大掃除なんです。
ああ、そうか。もうすぐ正月だしな。
New Year's was a big deal for a shrine.
すす払いは先日やったんですが、まだやり残しているところもあるので、かがりさんにも手伝ってもらっていたんです。
ただお世話になってるだけなのも気が引けるもん。少しくらいは役に立たないと。
Lukaku and Kagari seem to be getting along just fine.
おやルカ、お客さんかな？
あ、お父さん。
Lukaku's father was poking his head out from behind the shrine. He had the look of a saint, but I knew he had some bad habits. Oh man. Mostly of the same type as Daru had. Oh man. Gonna have to lump him in with Daru at this point, man. He's not as bad as Daru yet, but... Ooh. If he shows more of the true side, maybe. Dressing up Lukaku in shrine priestess clothes and having him help around the shrine was all his idea.
おや、これは岡部君にまゆりちゃん。メリークリスマス。
メリークリスマスです。
Wait, aren't you not allowed to say that?
おや、どうかしたかい岡部君。
いえ。
Well, if it didn't bother them, I guess it was fine. More importantly, I needed to thank them for what they were doing for Kagari.
実は彼女のことなんですが。
Takumi is worse. Kojiro Fra is a female Daru. So, there's a lot of sus characters, I guess. Oh, man. Still not as bad as, what's his face from, Higurashi. Eerie. Yeah, it's still not as bad as Eerie, but they're getting there.
かがりさんというそうだね。ルカから聞いたよ。まさか君たちが知っている人だったとは。世間は狭いね。
はい。それでもう少しの間お宅でお世話になることができればありがたいんですが。
何か理由があるようだね。もちろんうちとしては大歓迎だよ。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます、おじさん。
ははいいんだよ。私も新しく娘ができたみたいで嬉しいからね。
できたみたいって、お父さん、お姉ちゃんがいるじゃないですか。
あの子はちっとも家に帰ってきてくれないじゃないか。私が寂しがっているのを知っていて、そういう意地悪をするんだ。
Unzips rooters? What's a what?
そうだ、いいことを考えたよ。せっかくこれだけ女の子がいるんだから、お正月には神社を手伝ってもらうというのはどうだろう。
手伝うって巫女ですか？
もちろん、かがりちゃんにもまゆりちゃんにもちゃんと巫女装束を着てもらってね。どうかな？バイト代は出すよ。
でもそんなの2人に悪いですし。
あら、私なら大丈夫よ、ルカ君。お世話になってるんだもん。それくらいしなきゃ。
Alright, so Golden's just losing his mind at this point. Golden's just straight up losing it.
本当かい？
マユシーはお正月はパーティーの準備をしなきゃいけないので、それにコスプレ衣装を作るのは好きだけど。
People weirdly. You know what? Fair. Absolutely fair, Morse. Mayuri, a shrine priestess outfit actually isn't cosplay, you know.
そうか。まゆりちゃんの巫女姿、岡部君も見たいんじゃないのかい？
は？
Why is he asking me?
そうなの？オカリン。
Uh-oh.
いや、俺は。
とぼけても無駄だよ。ちゃんと顔に書いてある。
No way. If I were to look at a mirror right now, I most definitely would not see it written on my face.
そっか。オカリンがそう言うなら。
そうか。それはよかった。よし、そうと決まれば、巫女装束をもっと用意しなければいけないな。母さん。
Oh my god. They must have been afraid that Mayuri and Kagari were going to change their minds because he quickly ran behind the shrine. You seriously couldn't let your guard down around that man.
ごめんなさい。ルカ君が謝ることないよ。でもせっかく楽しみにしてたお正月のパーティーが。それはここのお手伝いが終わった後でもできるから平気だよ。うん、そうだね。僕も手伝うから何でも言ってね。ありがとう、ルカ君。
でも巫女さんの格好なんて私に似合うかな？
大丈夫、絶対に似合うよ。
そうかな？
マユシーはね、お友達のコスプレの衣装とかたくさん作ってるからわかるの。
そう言ってもらえるなら頑張ってみるね。
Hell yeah. Since I'd asked them to keep Kagari from leaving the shrine, she probably needed something like this to relax. Maybe that was why Lukako's father had asked her? No way. Either way, it was gonna be a busy New Year's.
それじゃあ俺はこれで。
もう帰られるんですか？僕、お茶もお出しせずに。
かがりさんの様子を見に来ただけだからな。
あ、オカリン、マユシーは。
わかってる。もう少し正月の話をするんだろ。俺はラボに戻ってるから。
ありがとう、岡部さん。
Aww. Why is there a video called The Great JoJo Circle Jerk? Is it referring to JoJo's Bizarre Adventures? Question mark? I mean, if it is, I have an idea why? because JoJo's heavily praised among the anime community. Maybe? I'm not sure. Why circle jerk? I'd have to think more about the definition of circle jerk. That's like jerking something, a bunch of people jerking something off to like being better than what it actually is, right? That's the definition. She bowed her head a little and smiled innocently. If she still had her memories as a war orphan, would she be able to still smile like that? No? Alright, well, I didn't know the definition. You don't have to act like I'm an idiot, dude. Jesus. I'm sorry. I was just guessing based off context. Yeah, it's about the 2-hour mark. Yeah. We'll go ahead and stop the Steins Gate action right there, but let me Google circle jerk real quick, because apparently I don't know what it means. Circle jerk. Urban Dictionary. That is a mistake, true. The act of constantly shaming the same opinion in a forum full of people who are obviously known to have the same opinion as yours. Wait, the act of constantly sharing the same opinion in a forum full of people who are obviously known to have the same opinion as yours, therefore granting you free upvotes to said opinion, while gathering downvotes to anyone who opposes you on the matter. Good examples. League of Legends supports. Any sort of 9gag picture that goes again. Nearly any website that governs itself through and up and down votes inevitably establishes approved opinions, which is... So it's just an echo chamber, I guess. I mean, I was close. Anyways, yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it for the Steins Gate, 0. I only know the NSFW. Are you talking about an actual circle jerk where, like, people are in a circle and they're jerking the other dude off? I don't know if that's what you're talking about. But that's a bit spicy. That's a bit spicy, you know. But anyways, we'll continue some more Steins Gate 0 tomorrow, at 7 p.m. Eastern as usual. Hope you guys have a good day. I'll see y'all later. And yeah. Oh, wait. Well, before I go, let me read this. So the official definition that first pulls up is a situation in which a group of people engage in indulgent or self-gratifying behavior, especially by reinforcing each other's views or attitudes. Yeah, so basically an echo chamber. Alright. But yeah. I'll see you guys later. I hope y'all have a good day. And yeah. Bye-bye.